Good morning. Hello, I'm Molly, Lit from Within, and just checking in with my group to see how this full moon solar eclipse blood moon was for everyone. And Mercury in retrograde and all the planets. I think there's like 5 masculine planets in retrograde right now. So there's a lot going on, and it has been not as productive as I'd like it to have been. I didn't even want to attempt to do this live because sacred technology, how do I say this, has not been working the best for me at the moment. So getting my courses online and getting connected through this digital platform has kept being delayed. So I just wanted to get something out to you guys today. My plan was to get a meditation sent out, a written form, and an audio form, and that hasn't happened. So I thought we would just do it this way and see what happens, okay? So you're welcome to join me today to start out this day, this week, as we will continue to be in retrograde for the next 3 weeks. It really is a time where communication becomes difficult, and it's a time where technology can be a little iffy and things can get delayed, but really it's a time to step back and go within, connect with yourself, and just see what's coming up. So the best thing during this time is to get grounded. So that's what we're gonna do. So you're invited. I'm out by a tree in front of my office to find some connection with the earth. You can do something called earthing, which is just walking around barefoot in the grass. I also call earthing when I'm picking up garbage on a walk or on a bike ride. That's what I call earthing. But earthing is just when you're making that contact with Mother Earth. So you're invited to go outdoors, and if you can't make it outdoors, that's okay. Indoors works too. But you're invited just to find a place that feels right to you. Outdoors or in a quiet space where you can just be, where you don't have to do anything else. You don't have to be doing anything else for about 10 minutes undisturbed. So you're invited to, you can stand, you can sit, just find something that feels comfortable to you. And you might begin gathering all your energy into the space by just noticing the things around you. Just using your senses creates a mindfulness moment, a practice of becoming present, which when we are in our head with running thoughts and fears and worries that are going on right now, especially with solar eclipse, it brings out sort of the shadow parts that we work on balancing in our life. It gets us out of our head and drops us into the body. So just noticing the things around you, bringing in sense of sight, noticing what colors or textures stand out to you. As you breathe, you might even bring in sense of touch, feeling the things around you. Just noticing how they feel in your fingers. You might even just gently close your eyes, bringing in sense of sound. Maybe noticing things further away. And then things that are closer to you. And then you might even begin to just notice your breath. Breath moving in and breath moving out, however it chooses to be is okay. There's no right or wrong way to breathe. In and out the nose or in and out the mouth is your choice. And the hands can rest on your lap, in your lap, at your side, or at heart center. And as we breathe, we're just going to begin to notice breath. You're invited to begin to just notice breath, and this will start to quiet down our thoughts. And it's okay if thoughts come up. That is completely natural. We are distracted all the time. And our mind likes to travel to either what we have to do next, or what's going on next, or our to-do list, or where we've been, or what we've been doing, or even just the general distractions that are around us that can pull us into self-judgments or into a spiral of different feelings. If it's available for you today, you're invited to practice bringing yourself back with just your breath. So every time you notice your mind has wandered, you're welcome to gently just bring yourself back with the next inhale. Back to noticing breath. Breath moving in and breath moving out. And you might begin to notice breath along the nostrils or the tip of the nose. You might be able to notice sensation of breath as it moves through the throat or esophagus. You might be able to feel that breath as it moves down through the heart center, the shoulders, the chest, the lungs. You can even place one hand or both hands on this heart center to create this awareness. Feeling that breath rise and fall under your hands. Just bringing yourself back to noticing breath when you become distracted. Breath moving in and breath moving out. Feeling that rise and fall. You might even notice the expansion around the rib cage as you inhale. And feeling it contract as you exhale. You're invited to let that awareness continue down to the core center, those group of muscles right around the navel. And you might even be able to feel this rise and fall under both hands at the same time. As you breathe in, you might imagine your abdomen and your lower abdomen and your chest all filling up like a balloon. Feeling that expansion and contraction. This is intentional breath. This is different than just our regular breath. So if at any time this feels unpleasant, you can always bring yourself back to just breath moving in and breath moving out. Letting that awareness continue down to the lower abdomen, to the hips, to the pelvis, to the root center, down each leg and down each foot. Feeling your feet connected to the earth or to the floor. You might even gently press down through the toes to feel the calf muscles engage, just to feel that connection. Or you can look down at the floor or at the earth and see yourself connected. And if you'd like, I encourage you to take this one step further, and I invite you to imagine yourself as a beautiful luminescent tree or bush or flower. Doesn't matter what shape, size, texture, form, whatever you imagine it, it's perfect for you. And you're invited to let those roots, your roots, go deep down into the floor, deep down into the earth. moving down layer by layer by layer, deep, deep, deep down, as far as feels comfortable to you, until you reach to the heart of Mother Nature, to the heart of Mother Earth. And you might imagine or visualize this heart as her flower, as her crystal. You might see this as a compassionate, kind, nurturing rose quartz, or a vibrant, iridescent, shiny prism rainbow quartz. Whatever it is right for you. But you're invited to let your roots wrap gently around her heart or connect in whatever way feels comfortable. And just let that energy come up through your roots, up through your core center to your heart center, and out each arm and out into each palm. Just breathing up that light, life force energy. And you can even gently scoop that up with you when you want, just bringing that all the way up through your core center, up through the heart and out each palm. Bringing up that light and energy all the way up to the crown center, to the top of the head. And not only do these roots allow light and energy and nurturing and nutrients to come up, it also is a great way to let anything move down, anything that you're holding on to, anything that is not yours, that maybe you've collected from other people, places, things, anything that just doesn't serve your highest power or your highest good at the moment. You're invited to send that down through your roots. You might even find a place where you notice you're holding it in the body, in a pain or a discomfort, a tightness. And just letting it shoot down through the roots, knowing that it can recycle into something new when it's time. But that doesn't have to be your job. That's Mother Nature's. She'll decide that. So just breathing into that space. And then letting that light and energy not only come up through you, but around you. And up through the top of the head to the crown center. And from this place, you might even connect above to the sun, the moon, the stars, divine energy and guidance, whatever that is to you. You're invited to bring that down through the top of the head, the crown center, between the eyes, the throat, the heart center, and out each palm and out each hand. Just taking a moment to notice what it feels like to be held in this space, where you are supported below you, above you, and all around you, where you have this bubble of energy, of space, of protection that is just for you, where you don't have to be anywhere else, you don't have to be doing anything else. This is your time and your space just for you, connecting you right here, right where you belong. You're invited just to breathe into that. And it's from this space where we can begin to hear below the noise, where we can create intention for ourselves, where we can ask questions or ask for guidance and receive answers. So you might just tap in a moment and just notice if there's any messages from your soul or from Source, anything that's calling your attention. as you feel ready, as you make your way back into noticing your feet on the ground, whatever came up for you during this guided visualization meditation, I encourage you to just take a moment and just notice. Notice if there's been any shift or change in your thoughts, in your feelings, or maybe in your breath. And if not, that's okay too. But I encourage you to use whatever creative materials you're drawn to at the moment. It might be some writing, some expressive movement, some drawing, or just continuing to stay in with nature or move outside if you get an opportunity. Or just stay in that continued quiet space as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of your practice, and thank you for letting me be a part of your journey. The light in you brings out the light in me, so thank you. Namaste.